Hey everybody, Jeremy here. Today I'm going to be checking out the Freezimer Dreamice X3. This is a countertop ice maker and it produces small chewable nugget-sized ice. And I'm going to be checking out all the different features and functions that this ice machine is capable of. Now they say that this machine can produce up to 40 pounds of ice in 24 hours. And although I'm not going to be making 40 pounds of ice, we definitely are going to be checking out how this thing works. So right now on Amazon, you can pick this up for $240. Make sure that you check the link in the description to get the current price. And if I happen to have any discount codes or coupons that you can use to save yourself a little bit of money, that will also be listed down in the description below. And I do want to thank representatives from Freezimer for sending this over to me so that I can check it out and make this video for you. So straight out the box, this is pretty much what you're going to be getting. There's not much in the way of accessories. In addition to the machine, you're also going to get this ice bucket here that can hold about 3 pounds of ice. And then you also get this little ice scoop. And those are all the loose parts. Over on this side of the machine is where you're going to put the water to produce the ice. You can take off this lid here and it has a max fill line that you can fill this up with water, and then you can just simply put this right back on top. And then on the top of the machine is the control panel. Now there are 3 capacitive touch buttons, one being the power button, and when it flashes it means that it's in standby mode waiting to accept directions. The second button is a light bulb, and I press that and you see that there's a little light on the inside of the machine that turns on. You can press it again to turn it off. And then the last function is going to be the cleaning function. Looks like a little dust broom. And then we have some indicators that you can't press, but they do light up when it needs to tell you something. For example, we have a low water warning right here with the exclamation point inside of the water drop. We have another indicator to let us know when the ice basket is full. We have another indicator that is on when the cleaning function is going on. And then lastly, it's a little snowflake button, and that lets us know that the machine is currently producing ice. Now, once you take this out the box, the first thing that you're going to want to do is give it a bit of a clean externally, but then we can also run an internal cleaning cycle as well. And I'm going to show you how you can do that. All the water is going to go into this top tank here. For the cleaning function, we need to just sort of ignore the maximum water line, and in fact we have to go a little bit above the max fill line just when it comes to the cleaning function. That part is a bit weird because it's not stated in the instructions, but I am told that's something that they're working on to make that whole process a little bit more clear. So as you can see here, the water from the top is starting to leak down into the bottom tank as well. And when I push the cleaning function here, then you're able to see that the water from the top is being pushed into the bottom, and then simultaneously the water from the bottom is draining and it's going into the top. So it's just sort of constantly exchanging water to clean out the pipes, and you're supposed to do that for about 5 minutes. It's not on a timer, so you're going to have to stop it manually. So now that the cleaning is done, I'm going to drain the water out of here. There's 2 drain plugs on the side, so I'm just going to balance it over the sink and take out those plugs and let all the water drain. Then I'm going to put more water in the top tank up to the max fill line, and then we can start making some ice. All right, so I got more water inside of the top tank, and now I'm just going to make some ice. And it's just incredibly easy because the standby button is currently flashing, and all I have to do is press it. And then the little snowflake icon comes on. You can probably hear the machine kick on, the fans, the compressor, all that good stuff. And it's going to start to make ice. And we're going to see how long it takes for it to make the very first nugget. So it is 5:17 right now. Let me show you. 5:17 p.m. Oh, well, now it's 5:18 p.m. All right, so 5:18, and we're going to see how long it takes for this to make ice. So while it's making its first cube of ice, if you're wondering about how loud the machine is, I'll tell you that it's not super loud. You can definitely hear that fan moving, and there's a slight whine as well, but it's not super loud. I would say this is more like if you were to put a fan like on a medium speed, it's probably more akin to that. Or if you have an air fryer on a pretty low setting, like a bake setting, it produces around that same amount of noise. So it's not super loud. It is 5:23 right now, and I just got the first few nuggets inside of the ice bucket. So I started off at 5:17, so that's about, what, 6 minutes? So it only took 6 minutes to start making ice, and that is very good. But I'm gonna let this run for a bit longer so that we can fill up more of this ice bucket, and then we'll get a closer look at the ice and then wrap this up. So it's now 5:47, so this has been running for about a half hour. And let's see how much ice we got out of it. So now, just gonna hit that power button so that everything is come to an end. And let's take out the ice bucket. That's about as much ice as I was able to get just within a half hour. And as you can see, they are these nice cylindrical nugget-sized ice cubes, which are very easy to chew. And then the other thing about this ice bucket is that you can pull it out, and then it has a little bit of a hard stop right there, so it doesn't just come flying out, so it just sort of stops. And they say that, you know, it's so easy that a kid could do it. Just walk up to the ice tray, pull it out, take this scoop up some ice, and just funnel it into a glass and just be done with it. So yeah, it's really easy to use. So here are my final thoughts on the Freezimer Dreamice X3. I like this machine because it's really easy to make ice. It's pretty much put water in it, press one button, and then it just does everything for itself. The only thing that I found to be confusing about it is the cleaning function, because the instructions weren't very clear about exactly what you needed to do, and having to fill it up past the max fill line in order for the cleaning function to start is a bit weird. I don't think the machine was designed to work that way, but it is a little quirk and we know how to get around it. I also like the built-in detection features that this has, especially when it comes to knowing that when the ice bucket is full, it's not going to try to make any more ice. But at the same time, so long as the machine is still plugged in, it's going to constantly be looking for more space to put ice, and it's going to be looking for more water to turn into ice. So as the ice in the bucket begins to melt, it's just going to be recycled right back into the top reservoir so that it will have a continuous cycle of producing ice. And I think that's very useful too. This machine is going to be good, especially if you're going to be having a lot of people over. You know there's going to be a lot of drinks going around, so you're going to need some ice. You can make a lot of ice ahead of time, a day ahead of time, put it inside some plastic bags, throw it in the freezer, and then you'll have a bunch of ice all ready for you when the time comes. Thank you all so much for watching, and remember, if you want to see the current price of this machine, as well as any possible promo codes or discount codes that I might have available, be sure to check the description because I'm going to put everything there. And if you want to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe because I always have more coming. So until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll speak to you soon.